Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Kareem. Dear viewers of the World Muslim Community Council, welcome to another version of Muslim Achievers and Contributors in our Ramadan series. Today it is our pleasure to welcome Sister Hikmah Apawa from Ghana. Sister Hikmah is a teacher from Newlegon Adma Primary School in Ghana, and she is a convert, alhamdulillah. We welcome her to the Islamic family, and she had a lot of stories to share with us, and she has a lot of achievements and experience on his Islamic journey. So with her story and experience to be shared with us today, I hope everyone who are watching will be benefit from this. So now let's welcome Sister Hikmah to give her story and presentation.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Hikmah Apewe Addih from Ghana. I'm a past student of Islamic University College, Ghana. I studied communication and specialized in public relations. I'm a mother of 5. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm giving the story of my life transition from Christian faith to my Muslim faith today. Yeah, it's been a journey, but I really need to share my story to you guys, and I'll really be happy. I've been saying this all the time. I wanted the opportunity to be able to express myself for some time now. So today I'm giving the platform to be able to tell my story. Yeah, I started, when I was 9 years to 10, I lost my daddy, and I was supposed to had gone to my uncle who is in Bolga, one of the regions in Ghana. Yeah, and I went to stay there, and probably they are Christians. I'm also coming from a Christian family by then. And as a child, you don't have control over yourself. So you definitely have to stay calm and then take the control from your parents. So life went on. I was able to go through well, and I was able to attend my primary, my JHS, and my SS in Bolga. And after I completed, I tried to attach myself to one of the canteens. It was a canteen in Bolga at the ministry, and trying to see how I can help myself with one or two things. So I was working there for some time when one day some officials from Accra came to really book our place. That's where they came for training, to train some people there. So sometimes when they come, they eat there. They take their breakfast, lunch, and supper. And this was the first time I met one of the officials. He's one, Mr. Saliu Yakubu and Dan. And that's how my relationship started with my husband today. Yeah, he was being nice the first time, and actually working in a particular place like that, you just have to be careful with certain people, especially the males, you know, you don't need to be opening up a lot like that. So I decided to, he tried to open up to get closer to me, and I was like, no way, no way. So as time went on, one instance, he ordered for breakfast, and he said he doesn't want milk. And I served him without milk, and I noticed that he said he wants milk again. So I really got upset the first time, and I didn't give him that kind of friendship thing, you know. So he left. They left for Accra again. Then the next time they came again, he decided to choose the same place to come and train his people. So he came, and that was where since we got to know ourselves the first time, so he came there again. So probably we know each other. So we became like friends. And I was one time riding my bicycle and he like, please come. And I went to him, can I buy you a bicycle? And I said, what? So I said, no way, because you can't buy me a bicycle and I'll take it to where? So I refused his offer. And then he left, when they were about leaving, he left his number with one of my friends. So I decided to call him when I was also ready to go up to the south. I was coming to Kumasi, to be precise, Adra is one of the regions in Ghana. So I decided to call him, and he said he needed something from me. So he said he wanted these local bangles for curtains. So I decided to buy it for him. So afterwards, I called him that I've arrived in wherever I'm going. And you can't believe it. The next day, Mr. Sally was where I was. He drove for 6 hours, 15 minutes, to Adra from Accra, just to take his gift from me. I was like, no way. So he came, my family never knew him. So they were like, I don't know you. So why, who is he? That kind of thing. So I said, oh, he's a friend that I knew before when I was in Bolga. So they decided to give him a little bit of space. We chat and it was okay. They got to know him the first time. So he went, and then later I also had to go to school in Accra, Cape Coast. So I decided to go to Accra to stay for some time. Then afterwards, we were able to get close to each other because he was already in Accra and I was also living in Achimota, Accra here in Achimota. So we're able to meet once in a while and chat and got to know each other. And I think our relationship got to a certain point that we understood ourselves, and he proposed and I accepted. Yeah, he was a nice man. He was a very good man. So I decided to agree to whatever he says, not thinking of the other side of the story. This is where the problems came from. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, that was very inspiring stories, and I'm glad you had went through this experience. So, would you please present the the journey you were in school? You want me to share that with you, with our viewers?
Yeah. When I was in school, to be frank with you, he's been nice to me by then. I think that time our relationship was to a certain point, and he was there for me. Yeah, he was there for me. So he helped me in one way or the other, in terms of education, in terms of love, care, and understanding. I mean, to help me through life. So I was able to go through it well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, as I said earlier, here comes the emotion battle. When I accepted his proposal, I realized that there's something that is going to come that is going to be heavy, because I was a devoted Christian. I was a Catholic. Yes, a devoted Catholic. Yeah. And it's like, you bring a Muslim man to your house, and what do you think your family is going to say? Definitely there will be chaos. So he took the step. He wanted it. So he decided to go and visit my uncle and my auntie that I was living with. I think the first time he went, it was not easy for them. They did not accept them like that. He was really a bit disturbed, but due to what he has seen in me, he was ready to go to another level. So they came back, they prepared themselves again, they went again to meet my uncle. And I think this time they were able to accept him a little, not just to accept him like that, because my uncle always told me that he wants to see me where in the church, in my wedding gown, wedding, that kind of thing. But what was coming to him was big for him. So it was not easy for him to digest that. So it wasn't easy for them to accept him. So I think with time, they went several times and they were given the chance to. And then the wedding came in. Yeah. They prepared for the marriage because they asked me, and I gave my consent because I really like him. When I met him the first time, he didn't show to me that he was this kind of person that is going to give you trouble. No, and he wasn't a young guy. He was a matured man. And I think as at that time, I was thinking I don't like these young guys. I really like somebody who is a bit matured, who understands me. And he showed me all that from the beginning. So that is what made me more closer to him. It brought me closer to him. So after the marriage, here comes the problem. I'm not used to the Muslim community and everything that has to do with it. The understanding wasn't there, but I had to do something. That was where I had the challenges after the marriage. Yeah. And there was this one point, before even the marriage, you have friends and you have your church members who always say, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you changing your religion to another religion? What is wrong with you? I mean, that kind of backlashes from friends and other external family members was really, really not easy. There was one time that I had broken down, I wept, I don't know what to do. But if as a matured person, you know what you want in life, then you go for it. Yeah, you go for it. So I decided to continue with the marriage. And after the marriage, there are these difficulties that I faced. First was the prayer. Yeah, the prayer. It was not easy because it's something that you haven't experienced before. How impossible would you be able to start? But with friends, people, my husband's relatives around me, it was a bit easier for me. They taught me how to do the Fatiha. I mean, how I even did it was not easy, but Allah being so wonderful, I'll be able to overcome that. And I also had difficulties in fasting. It's what I asked myself, they fast every year. Wow. How am I going to cope with that? That's the questions I asked myself. I haven't fasted like this before. So how am I going to do with that? And well, if Allah wants to position you at a particular point in life, no matter what you do, you will definitely reach there. So those was one of my difficulties. And then I also, in order to be able to pray the 5 daily prayer, you need to learn the Fatiha and then some small surahs that you can attach to it to be able to complete your salat. So I find it so difficult that I had someone who had to write it for me in a piece of paper. I have to put it under my pillow every night when I'm going to bed. Then I'll recite it, then go to bed. I kept on doing that for some time. Then I realized that I was good in it. So I was able to recite the Fatiha, the Falak, and the Nas. Yes. And with the Arabic language, you see, when you are in the other faith, when you're in the other religious background, you find the Quran or the Arabic language, for instance, let me put it this way because it's a language. You find it to be so strange, the letters, you don't understand how it is written. You don't even understand the beginning and the end of it. So you sometimes ask yourself, when will I be able to recognize this or be able to read this and understand what it is? Yeah, this was one of my challenges too. It was really, really not easy for me. But I think by the grace of the Almighty Allah, everything was a bit softer for me later on. Yeah. And one problem too, I noticed was when you are from a different background, especially, let me just put it, the Christian background is different from the Muslim background. The way that people behave is different from how we also behave, Yeah. you know, in terms of their cooking, the language, and their festivities, you know, it sounds so different. And you find it to be like too something for you. I don't know how to describe it, but like you see yourself in a particular environment like are not comfortable with, and it shows in you, you bring it out. Yeah. Those were the challenges that I had after the marriage. It was really a challenge. Yeah. Yeah, and after the challenges, definitely always, since the Almighty Allah always make it easy, wherever that you are destined to go, you'll be there, no matter what. That is the plan of the Almighty Allah. Yeah, you cannot say this is what I want and you get it. No, until Allah permits it. So I noticed that with the support of my husband's family and other friends that I got when I came into the religions, people got closer to me, and they were able to help me in some of the surahs and how to recite and pray. Yeah, so it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot, and I also sometimes I listen to the recitation from the Quran. You see that small children, 9 years, 8 years, they are reciting the Quran, and in a very beautiful voice. It gives me emotion, that kind of feeling. And I always ask myself, I say, God, Ya Allah, please, can you help me to be able to do this one day? Just to be able to also recite in a beautiful voice. I always tell myself this. And Allah has always listened to me. Anytime I say something and I put effort in it, I get it the way I want it. Yes. Even though I'm still on the journey, I haven't gotten anywhere, but there's a big improvement in my life that I'm so proud of. Yeah. Yeah. And when it comes to the in terms of helping me to be able to come out with reading, the aspect of reading and blah, blah, I look at the online, I also go online, and then it helps me a lot. I've downloaded a lot of Arabic writings, a lot of small surahs, those small surahs on my phone, and that's where I learned from. Yeah, yeah. And I noticed that with this, I can't do it on my own. So I decided to enroll myself in a makaranta. Like I go to makaranta school, makaranta weekends, and I practically sit with the little ones, the small children, so that I also learn from scratch. I ask myself, how did this 8 years and 9 years or 10 years old child reciting the Quran? That means he or she started from the beginning, right? So I also give myself the opportunity to sit with them in the classroom and also learn how they are learning. And it's the same way I'm also going to pick up. Yeah. So as I'm talking to you, I'm still at Makaranta. And we just vacated last week and we wrote exams. And I was second in the class. So I was so proud. It's a privilege. It's a very good remark to me. And I'm happy for myself. Yeah. Okay. How my faith as a Muslim has given the opportunity to contribute to the Muslim community. Yes, I had opportunity, that was in 2018, and I completed 2015 from my university. And yeah, I completed my university from 2015, and 2018, I was able to get opportunity from the government. It's not a permanent job, but it is something that is to help the community, to help the education field. So I was posted to an Islamic school. Yes, Islamic school. And I was able to get in touch with the students in the classroom. Everybody there is wearing hijab. Everything is about Islam, you know, even though Christians are also there. It's a government school at the end of the day, but there is a Muslim community. And I was able to get a chance to interact with the children and to teach them. And also, due to my efforts that my superior saw in me, she practically gave me a whole class to teach. And when she saw that in me again, the efforts that I was putting in the classroom, she practically gave me a reading class to be training the children for a reading competition where it is being held at the Islamic unit at Kanda in Accra, Ghana here. Yes, they do it every term. So I read a book and then train them practically, and then they go, and as I'm talking to you, they are best. They are among the best. The last time I went was last month. Yes, that was in March, and they were the first in the competition, which I was so proud of. Yeah, and I also got opportunity to train the children for girl child education, and we talked about menstruation. You know, sometimes in the Muslim community, the understanding is somehow a bit difficult. So they find it sometimes difficult to talk to their parents about certain things. So I saw this opportunity for me to explain to them as a Muslim woman talking to a Muslim child in the school. So I got opportunity to talk about menstruation, how they will take care of themselves, the dangers that are involved in it. And we also did, we talk about hygiene and other things. I also trained them practically on cooking practice. We practically did it in the school. We cook, how to serve the table and other things. We did a lot. And they are so excited, very excited with me. And especially Fridays, I get opportunity to also they do worship on Fridays. And, you know, most of the school that are there, that particular school, the teachers are mostly Christians. Yes, they are Christians. And since I found myself there, maybe Allah has a reason why he brought me there. So every Friday I get opportunity to give them moral lessons. I sometimes even use my own life experience and explain to them. In fact, they are always enjoying my lectures, my talks, and they show me that yes, they are happy with it. Yeah. And I also got opportunity to also, this is one of the, I think, pictures of my makaranta that I was just speaking earlier about. Yeah, this is my mala, and I was reciting the Quran, and they gave me a surah to recite. I am so blessed that I can really recite the Quran, some part of it, and I'm so proud of myself because some of my community women here are always looking up to me. They'll say, wow, you are Makaranta, I have to also come to Makaranta. Then I say, yes, I'm really doing well. If you come, I think it's a very, it will be good for you because you also learn how to also recite. You have to learn how to recite the Quran and also know the understanding. You understand? You don't just read and then you just go. No, you read and understand it. Yes, this is how it went. And most of them are pleased because they realize that I'm there. They also encourage. They want to join me as I'm talking to you. They want to join me in the Makaranta. So I just have to do something that break something that people find it so difficult to start. I'll take that step. So I took the step, and I'll tell you about 2 people that I know, women, like working women who are ready to also come to the Makaranta as I'm talking to you. Yeah. And I think the last thing was one of the things that I did was in 2015, before I completed, I was asked to come to GBC to talk about hijab. Asked me, somebody who just came into the religion, how do you understand by hijab? Yes, I went there and I was able to express myself, and I just love everything that happened. Yes, I'm pleased and I'm blessed. I am pleased and I'm blessed. Islam is so a beautiful religion that I'm so proud of. And I've never regretted being a Muslim. I've never. And sometimes when I find it difficult, I have the English Quran. I read it to get understanding. And that is what even put more fears in me. Because if you read the Quran in Arabic and you don't understand it, you just read it for reading's sake. But if you read it and you refer it to the English version, read and understand, I think that is what is meant by reciting the Quran. Yeah. And I'm so happy I'm a Muslim today. Yeah. So that's my achievement so far and I'm still working on it.
Thank you, Sister Hikma, for sharing this inspiring stories about your personal journey to Islam and your experience of being a Muslim, and as well as your challenges being a Muslim. We hope for the best of your journey, and may Allah bless you with His wisdom and mercy to make you stronger, better, and Muslims ahead. So reading your stories and your CV, it struck me that in a society of your country, when you convert, and what would be the biggest reason, for you to convert? And if you have to, pin down one.
Yeah, the biggest reason it should be, you should wait upon the Almighty Allah. If Allah does not give you the opportunity, no matter how they even preach to you, say to you, He never accept it. You will never accept it. Yeah. To me, some part in my life where I lived, I realized that a lot of Muslims were coming in with small books for me. And the beginning, I was keeping the books aside because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it. So I used to keep the books aside. It was just one day I got up, took the book, and I started reading, and I realized that, there's something important there. Yeah, it touches my heart. And sometimes when they call the azan, I listened to it attentively, and those were the things that really helped me somehow in my journey to Muslim. Yeah, those were the ones that also helped me. So you wait upon the Almighty. You cannot be a Muslim when Allah doesn't permit you. You can't. Muslim is a true religion, a wonderful religion, a peaceful religion. So you just have to give yourself time. If you find it, then you go for it. Yeah. So you wait upon the Almighty Allah. It is the will of Allah.
That's very inspiring. I'm sure that's the story for most of the Muslims in the world today, with their faith being guided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you become a Muslim and you are still working in the schools, right? Yeah. So what would be the major challenges or major issues you have to deal with in your work when you become a Muslim?
When you become a Muslim, the challenges, that is, if
Especially
only
in your
you
workplace,
have,
in your school,
in
or
my workplace,
yeah.
some of the challenges that I faced, yes, because as I said earlier, most of the children are not, they haven't gotten that foundation. The understanding is not there. So when you try to explain a point to a child, he or she finds it so strange. It's like the first time they are hearing what you're telling them. So you just have to have time for such people. You organize them, try to give them the understanding, and also refer them to what the Almighty said in the Quran. For what I have experienced, I look at it as you just have to get the foundation. The foundation is very, very important. It helps you to grow. Yeah. So I think we need to really train our kids in a manner that if you're Muslim, from a Muslim family, you need to train your child according to the way our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us on how to behave and in our homes and even outside. That way they get the understanding before they even expose themselves in the outside world.
That's very good advice and experience from you.
Yeah.
So looking ahead, what would be your plans or visions for yourself and for your family and for your community being a Muslims?
My reasons for being a Muslim.
When your plans, what's your future plans for on this journey?
My future plans. Well, yeah. Sometimes, look, I really had plans even when I was a child. Sometimes I have these emotions that when I see a group, or if I go to the village, let me just be specific. If I see a group of people who are really in need of something, they are needy, they are suffering, I feel so sad. I feel very sad that I always want to be able to do something for them. I always want to do something for them in terms of finance, in terms of helping them to also grow, to give them a comfortable place in this life. That is always my plan in life, to be able to help others. Yes, in terms of language, or in terms of understanding of this world, in terms of understanding of the religion, in terms of life itself, just to give them that comfort in whatever that they find themselves.
So you will be helping more people, giving more.
Yes, that's what I want. I want to help people.
Very sublime plan and ideal and dream. May Allah subhanallah grant that dream to you.
Ameen.
So thanks for sharing the stories of your own journeys and answer the question. The last thing for this sharing is that this is the holy Ramadan, and we have Muslims from all over the world maybe watching this show on our social media. What will be the candid advice or takeaways, the lessons and the words you want to say to them for the Muslim sisters and brothers from all over the world? What words you want to say to them?
Well, I want to say to them that they shouldn't stop preaching the word of the Quran to people. One that is not a Muslim does not understand. No matter how you show. So what I seek for is that I want them to keep on preaching the word of the Quran to the people out there. And anyone who says that I don't understand your Quran or something, try to give them that explanation and understanding. Even sometimes try to give out the Quran. Me, I gave the Quran to someone who said he had become a Muslim, but he doesn't have the Quran. And I gave my first Quran that my husband bought for me. That's the English one. And I gave it to him. And before I gave it, I said, Allah, let this gift be the best gift I ever gave in this world. Let this boy that he's taking the Quran from me should read and understand whatever that is there and follow what is there. That would be the best gift. So I encourage all Muslims to try as much as possible to spread the word of the Quran, explain to the non-believers. They don't understand. Even if they see it, they see that we behave in the way, we pray in this manner, we do this. There was this one time, one even said, we sacrifice and we eat. We sacrifice animals and the understanding is not there. It's like you kill an animal, it's like the way she's saying it is like we do shirk. You understand? And I was really hurt at that moment. I was like a teacher, and I encourage them to say they should do research. I encourage them to do research more on Islam so that they'll get the understanding of certain things that we Muslims do. When we go down, we are not going down for the ground. Yes, we are going down because of the understanding is not there. So I encourage my brothers and sisters to spread the understanding of Islam to the non-Muslims so that when they get understanding, they'll be able to receive the blessings of Allah and also become one of us. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sister Addih Apewe from Ghana, Newlegon Adma Primary School. She had give us great experience and stories for us to benefit in this holy month of Ramadan. And Jazakallah khair. May Allah reward you and reward all of us and accept our fasting and the prayers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.